Hey guys, it's me, Scott here. Welcome to another episode of Ride Along. I'm here with B-Man as per usual.
What up, guys?
We got a lot on this episode. First, we're going to talk about the merger with WWE and Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. And then we are going to talk about our favorite Survivor Series matches / moments. I guess. Yeah. So let's get right into the merger. So basically, they're merging to do more stuff. They're partnering up, from what it sounds like as of right now, with the Leafs, because they'll be doing some appearances in January, and they also announced the Monday Night Raw, which is massively expensive, but I am going. And yeah, apparently there's going to be more merch, there's going to be more content. I'm expecting, as many people are, a WrestleMania. Now you may say, but MLSE doesn't own Rogers Center, but Rogers owns MLSE. So they're all connected, so if this means that we're going to get some bigger events, I'm really hoping that we do. But let's wait and see. So what do you think about it, B-Man?
Well, I mean, we have been spoiled lately. We got Money in the Bank 2 years ago. We got Elimination Chamber this year. So, I mean, I was kind of hoping it would mean something along the lines of maybe they'd broadcast on, like, regular TV again, because I hate the fact you have to go through Netflix. You have to pay, like, $10-$20 to fucking watch WWE now. Which absolutely sucks. And it's not just, if it was just the pay-per-views, that'd be one thing, but it's like everything, right? And it goes from, it's like, I liken it to earlier this year when Halloween Haunt started charging to go into their mazes for stuff they used to do for free. That's kind of like what WWE's done with Netflix now, because you got to pay to watch stuff you used to really be able to watch. Well, cable wasn't free necessarily, unless you knew the right people, but it was at least, part of the package deal. But on top of, well, I guess not too many people have cable nowadays, but it was like I said, it was part of the whole deal, right? You'd be able to get a certain amount of channels, you pay a certain amount of money a month, but on top of that, now you have to pay to get a streaming service to watch the regular shows, which, by the way, I've kind of been sucking lately, let's be real, especially SmackDown. But yeah, like I was saying, I was kind of hoping it would be kind of like where they go back to maybe broadcasting on Sportsnet or something, but I guess not.
It's funny you mention about Haunt upcharging for stuff that used to be free. WWE is also doing that too. Back at, I think it was Elimination Chamber, they charged for meet and greets, massively expensive. You used to be able to line up for free at Toys R Us and meet these wrestlers, quote unquote, for free. Now they've upcharged that. So it's not just Six Flags, it's everyone, and it's crazy.
Yeah, that's the world we live in now, apparently. And
it also goes by which superstars it is. If it's a popular one, I heard that they were charging a couple hundred. If it was someone who was less popular, they were still charging not so good amount, but. And then also, all this other stuff now that they've added, I remember they have a production tour, they have all this stuff, which is good, but it's very expensive. Even the WWE VIP, I remember when I did it at a house show a couple years ago, it was $500, and at the time, $500 was a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Still is, but in this economy, $500 is really nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to hyperinflation.
Yeah. So it's amazing how these things have gone up, and I'm very fortunate to have done the VIP experience when I did, even though I paid a ridiculous amount at the time, but now, thinking back, it really wasn't in this economy. But yeah, I do totally agree. Now, about the cable, one thing I think they may do, so they've also partnered with the Buffalo Bills. For those of you who don't know, it's an NFL team, a football team in the States. They do watch parties at Real Sports, which is a restaurant across the street from the Scotiabank Arena. I'm hoping that they do watch parties for the pay-per-views, or at least some, because there's also other sports going on. Maybe they'll do a WrestleMania watch party, or maybe they'll do a SummerSlam watch party. I would go to that.
See, I would too, but the problem with me is I have to work weekends, and I can't really. It's very. I used to get to work holidays because I work normally weekends for my job.
Okay.
So I normally get, but this past year after Easter, They've stopped calling me in to work holidays. They've done it before, but they've stopped calling me in to work holidays now. So I used to be able to be like, okay, well, especially WrestleMania, because it was around Easter time anyway. Maybe give or take a couple of weeks, but it was around Easter time anyway. So I would be like, okay, well, I'm missing out on 2 days' pay to go see WrestleMania, to watch WrestleMania live, but I make that back working the Good Friday and the Easter Sunday. But I don't think that's not happening anymore. Apparently, since before Canada Day, I haven't had to work holiday shifts. So I don't know. They might come back eventually. But the thing too is, I could with Netflix, I will give them this, at least like I could watch it on my phone. But it's not really the same thing. Watching it at work, like with SummerSlam, like I could have gone to maybe this guy's place and maybe watched it, but I couldn't really afford to. Plus, I think weren't you away that time or something?
Yeah, because I normally go away SummerSlam weekends.
Yeah.
But I am hoping to do another
my point
Mania
stands though.
yeah.
Like missing 2 days is just like I can't do that anymore. So even if they did do watch parties,
you know what you have to do? You have to do a media blackout and wait until you go home.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's not exactly easy with everybody and their mom posting spoilers.
No. But yeah, I think it's beneficial, and as well there might be new merch, and also you might be able, because I know as well, the Oshawa Firewolves, which is a lacrosse team now based in Oshawa, they're having a TNA night in April. So they're going to have a bunch of superstars there, which I want to go to. Speaking of TNA, Joe Hendry has officially signed with
WWE. Yeah, that's crazy.
Which I'm excited for.
It's only a matter of time, too, when you think about it.
Yeah, like there were rumors that he was supposed to sign in the new year or the end of this year. Let's see where he goes. I'm really hoping he keeps the gimmick. I know that he's with a female superstar right now. He's doing something on NXT. I'm loving the Ethan Page and also Chelsea Green thing right now. Mm-hmm. They need to keep that going. But yeah, that's just what I got to say about that. You know, I'm really excited for this merger. Let's see what happens. Yeah,
I guess we'll find out. As I said, they're bringing Raw here in January. So.
End of January. And
yeah, the tickets are fucking like double the price of what they used to be.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know whose fault that is? TKO.
Yeah, well, because apparently they're saying that like you're paying because with Vince McMahon, it was more family friendly and family affordable. That's
like the only good thing you can say about him, really.
This is more, I guess you could call it non-PG, even though Kevin is still.
I don't even know if that's PG.
So they've raised the ticket prices.
Yeah.
But the quality has gone down.
Oh, massively so.
So,
it's like WWE in 2019 all over again.
But one thing I've learned is if you wait, and this also goes like for concerts, if you wait till closer to or the day of, tickets usually drop. Or you can look on resale sites closer to as well.
Well, I guess
there's always that possibility, but there's also the possibility that the event could sell out. But if they're charging a lot, the event normally will not sell out.
Yeah, I remember when Elimination Chamber came here, they were having a hard time selling tickets.
So, Brady and I went.
Yeah.
We paid a lot of money. I don't even remember. I think it was like $200 or something for the 500 level in the Rogers Center, which is a baseball stadium. Which those seats are normally like $40. The day of, we went on. We checked the map. Tickets had dropped ridiculously.
Yeah, because nobody was buying them.
I was saying to Brady, I'm like, we should just sell our fucking tickets and get new ones. But yeah, like we never did. They were good seats for the 500 level. Fair. You know what? Like we thought that they were going to suck. But that's what happens, right? You know, like whether it's sporting events or artists or bands, they have to charge more because of obviously inflation, tour costs, venue costs and that. But what they'll notice is if no one's selling tickets, they'll be forced to sell them for less or they'll have to cancel the show. Yeah. And they don't want to do that. And they know that their biggest sale is alcohol and merchandise at any show, sporting event, whatever. So that's what most places will do. Unless you're a very small event, then you may cancel because it's not worth it. But yeah, it's just something that I've noticed, you know. It's all a business model. But yeah, that's what I had to say about that.
Yeah.
Any more about that? Or
No, not really. But speaking of like adding up charges for things, we were just at Dave and Buster's and we noticed they're not for Dave and Buster's specifically, but they've added what do you call it, paid parking to the parking lots now.
But if you go to Dave and Buster's,
Yeah, if you're going to Dave and Buster's, you're good. But I don't even know what I don't even know what they're charging for.
It says on the sign, check in at the Dave and Buster's front desk. So I did that. The lady at the front,
for Dave and Buster's customers.
The lady at the front desk is like, "Oh no, it's free. Like you don't have to worry about that."
Yeah, for Dave and Buster's customers.
And Dave and Buster's, you need to tell Assembly Park, who owns the property, to say Dave and Buster's parking is now free. Because you're going to have a lot of people go up to your front desk and be like, what the fuck is this? We actually noticed it during Screamers.
Yeah,
and I thought that Screamers was charging for parking. But then I think I overheard someone talking to one of the Screamers staff, and they said it was actually free for Screamers. So I am very glad that certain events are able to get free parking.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, that's ridiculous. And it would be interesting to see how much like they would charge. Because if it was over 15, I would not do it.
I sincerely doubt it's that expensive, but yeah.
It's not downtown Toronto. It should not be over 15.
You know, it makes sense if it was actually like for the TTC maybe, but still.
You know what? That's true because TTC's across the street.
Well, it's a bit of a walk, but yeah.
Like even like when I went to Oshawa about a month ago, their city parking lots are $15 maximum. Anytime. So like here in Toronto, you go downtown, you go to the CNE, I think they're charging like $40 parking flat rate. Like,
fuck.
Anywhere outside of Toronto should not be charging more than 15. I don't care where it is. Anyways, so that's my little Jam Prince. I'm stealing his ideas. Copyright me soon. Speaking of which, when is the next Champ Rants?
I have no idea. I've been like.
You have nothing to rant about?
Well, it's just like I can never think of something that lasts more than like maybe not even a minute of me ranting about it.
Then make a short.
Well, I don't know. I don't go through the effort.
So much to rant about in that brain of yours.
I don't know. It's just entirely seems worth the effort sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Because I like hearing you rant about stuff.
I did. I'll post a video about Halloween events a few weeks ago.
That. Cool. What the fuck?
I have no idea.
Yeah, man, you should go back to that. Do you have anything to rant about now? We'll do a little promo.
Not at the moment I can think of.
Oh, sorry, we need to add this. On our way here in Scarborough, we saw all this traffic in this way. We may actually pass it. I see this black smoke. I'm like, yo, Brandon, what is this? This car was engulfed in fucking flames.
Yeah, I wish I had put up my phone out.
Engulfed. Honestly. Yes, and I'm swearing. There were like fire trucks, police. Our whole way to Vaughan on the 401, police officers, ambulances were zooming. I counted like 7. We're actually going to pass it. I think it was near Scarborough Town, wasn't it? On the 401. So it might still be closed.
I kind of actually hope not because
I kind of hope we're still rolling. So if we pass it, like maybe we can see.
I'm sure we will be, but
yeah.
I don't think it'll be there. I think that should have cleared it by now.
You know what we can do? If the traffic's bad, you can rant about it. There you go.
Well, anyway.
Anyways, do you have anything else to talk about? Anything new with you? It's been a minute since we did this show. So.
No kidding. What was it like?
You did some horror events. You went to Castle Loma.
Yeah, that was alright.
That was pretty cool.
I vlogged that. I vlogged the Screamers with this guy. And then I did Haunt.
For his birthday.
For my birthday, yeah.
Yeah, his birthday, yours.
Yeah, it was decent, but it wasn't anything like yeah.
I mean, we got our picture with Art the Clown.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then it rained.
That wasn't fun.
What else? Was anything new at Scream? Oh yeah, that fucking escape room.
Yeah, that was something else.
It was so obvious in the end. We're like, how did we not fucking get that?
Yeah, I know. They should have at least given us a hint or something.
No, I know. It was so obvious. It's like, you know, the numbers were under there. I'm like,
yeah, well, I didn't know what the fucking numbers meant.
So nothing new with you, same shit.
Pretty much.
All right, favorite Survivor Series matches / moments. Your
Top,
idea.
yeah, my top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, so we're not gonna get a chance, probably get a chance to do ride along before the show, and they got them all. This is, I think, the 30. I think it's the 39th Survivor Series.
When is Survivor Series?
Or 38th. It's November 29th, I think.
Yeah, no, I have a concert that day.
It's like the 38th, 39th Survivor Series, something like that, because it started in 1987.
Wow.
So yeah, I think it's the 39th.
I don't know if I can think of top 5 moments, but I can think of one. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, anyway, so my top 5 matches / moments for Survivor Series would be, well, my first one would definitely be when Survivor Series came here in 2016, because that was the first pay-per-view we'd had in 10 years.
Same thing for me. Yeah.
Well, you can still put it in.
I know.
But yeah, a little bit by, and then Matt, the men's 5-on-5 was like insane because it was like 50 minutes, and then it was followed by the minute and a half Brock Lesnar Goldberg match. So you went from like one of the world's longest matches to one of the shortest matches. But yeah, I was there. Did you go to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was literally in the very last fucking row in the top level.
Talking to you at that time?
I think you were, but we weren't like really.
We weren't like super close, no. Because
No.
I went with Brady and my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 20. Yeah, it was 2016. We only really started chatting like 2018, I think.
That fucking short? I thought it was longer than that.
Well, I mean, we'd seen each other. But we didn't really hang out.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was a live show in 2018 or something.
Yeah. We had to get each other numbers.
So there's that one. There's the 2005 Raw, that match, 2005 Raw versus SmackDown match. That was really well done. That was really hyped up, and they actually made you feel it, because it wasn't like how they did it in later years, where it was just like you had the Raw and SmackDown guys who were literally just drafted to the opposite show a month beforehand or a couple weeks beforehand. Now all of a sudden fighting for that brand, you didn't really buy it, right? You didn't have people going back and forth almost every week, making it seem like redundant. So in 2005, where they kept the brands mostly separate, you could really feel, and like SmackDown especially, because you felt like they needed to prove themselves, and they did, because they actually won that Survivor Series match, with Randy Orton being the sole survivor for the 3rd year in a row that year. So that was a great match. Like the draw, I was cheering for Raw, but I really enjoyed that match. I liked it a lot. That match was a lot of fun. Another match I really liked was what was it? The Brock AJ match was freaking amazing. Like it was supposed to be Brock versus Jinder, which would have really been fucking horrible. It would have been fun. It would have been fun just for like the sheer fucking what's the word I'm looking for? The sheer absurdity of people trying to make people think that Jinder Mahal could actually stand a chance against Brock Lesnar. But before, like a week or two before that, they switched the title. AJ Styles won, which is the first. I think it was the first ever WWE title change in England. So that was incredible. But they had AJ beat Jinder, and then like I said, they had the match, which was incredible, which was, pardon the pun, phenomenal. So that was a great match. And then my top 2 favorite matches are both from the same guy. They were 1995 and 1996. Okay, so I think there is still. Oh boy.
We might have to get off at Canada.
Yeah, if we even make it that far. I guess I haven't cleared it yet.
Fire that big, it's probably still burning.
I don't know. I don't see the smoke. But anyway, so my top 2 favorite matches for Survivor Series are the 1995, the WWF title match between Bret Hart and Diesel. That was one of Diesel's probably best matches, and it was a great match too because if you're into all the flippy dippy freaking exciting stuff, then this isn't a match for you. But if you're into like ring psychology and what's the word I'm looking for? Like the technical wrestling ability. In 1985 was a great match because it really told the story of like Bret trying to chop down the big man Diesel, get him down so he can beat him, and like trying to wear him out because Kevin Nash, Diesel, he's a big dude, right? Like you get him going long enough to wear him out, and he actually did end up winning. Like he beat him with a roll up, but he ended up winning. Bret did, winning the title. And what's interesting about that is apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently that was the first ever time they did a table spot on WWF television, like where somebody went through a table, like the announce table. But yeah, apparently it was the first time they ever did that. And then they got literally like 2 minutes later, Bret wins the title anyway. But still, it's a great match. I suggest you go watch it. Survivor Series 1995. It was great. And then the same man, Bret Hart, in 1996, his match with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
now, yeah, you can kind of.
Oh, 3 left lanes, Sutter McCowan, yeah. Exit.
Express. That's the other side, though. Not the other side, the Express side. This is collective. But anyway.
Oh well, it's busy. We'll get with you.
So yeah, my favorite Survivor Series match has got to be. I just watched it earlier. If you want to watch it, it's on. Well, both of them actually are on WWE Vault channel, but this one just got uploaded earlier. It was Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at Survivor Series 1996. Now you want to talk about ring psychology? You got the young up and comer trying to one up and try and best the veteran, like he's feuding with him to like I guess prove himself, and he's really mad. Like this match is freaking really physical. Like I said, a lot of ring psychology and stuff, and then Austin ends up making a rookie mistake by locking in a submission hold, and like Bret Hart beats him by like basically stepping up onto the like trying to push himself off the turnbuckle, rolling up Steve Austin, and he pins him that way, which is like it's kind of like tell the story of like the rookie, well not really a rookie, but the rookie making a rookie mistake, and it kicks off a feud that culminates in their I Quit match at WrestleMania 13, which was a fucking amazing match, and I think it overshadows this one, but this one's great on its own right, so you really need to check that one out too. But yeah, those are my top 5 Survivor Series matches. What about you? You got any besides the 2016 one we said?
Yes, but it's actually not that. It's the Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. But yeah, and the reason why I remember that and why it's in my top, that place was livid. It was such a short match. The event was supposed to go to 11, and I think it went to, 10:30? I don't even remember. Anyways, it went short. People were livid. It was a horrible match. It was like 5 minutes.
Not even that. It was a minute and a half.
It was a minute and a half. Yeah, it was just horrible, and I'll always remember that. Also, the Gobbledygookers debut.
Oh, yeah.
Came out of the egg and shit. Obviously, the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels thing that you said. What else? War Games, obviously.
War Games!
Yeah, obviously that. So that's 3, right? So 2 more.
Any specific War Games, or just War Games in general? The fact
Just
that they
match in general. Like, I'm fucking glad they brought that in.
See, I hate to say, I hate to interrupt, but I'm like, the thing about that is it's so weird because Triple H wants to do away with gimmicked pay-per-views, right?
Yes.
Like especially Hell in a Cell, we don't have the pay-per-view anymore because it's just like you're building a feud to go into the cell strictly for the pay-per-view itself.
Yes.
Right, which is dumb because we've had real fucking stinkers in Hell. We remember 2019 Fiend versus Seth Rollins. Oh my god! And then you had Roman versus Braun in Hell in a Cell, which only happened because Braun cashed his Money in the Bank. You had the 2012, 2013 with CM Punk and Ryback. They literally did not need to sell it because it was the pay-per-view. They had to do it, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
go ahead.
Didn't the Shield debut at Survivor Series?
2012, yeah, that was a good one.
That's another moment. 4 and then 5.
Yeah. Well, my point I'm trying to make is he's doing away with pay-per-views like that, but he'll still book War Games specifically for Survivor Series.
That's true.
Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, get me wrong, it's a great match. I love the match. I just wish they'd kind of add stakes to it. Or, like, if they're going to do it at Survivor Series, make it elimination.
Yeah.
Or maybe something along... Because when WCW had it, they used to... Because WWE does it, they have pinfalls, right? But WCW didn't used to do that. Well, I think it did once, but... Or maybe towards the end, but the original War Games were... You could only win by submission or surrender, and I think that actually works out a lot better for drama because you could tell a story of, like, say, Sami Zayn. Sami's been in, like, pretty much, I don't think he's going to be in this one, but he's been in pretty much every men's War Game since they started on the main roster, right?
Yeah.
So, a guy like Sami Zayn, who's one of the big underdog, right? So what if, so you could tell a story of like of the babyface in peril, right? Where it's like you have all his partners are down, they've all been taken out or whatever, and it's just him, and he's fighting, but he's being ganged up on by all the heels, and they've got him completely surrounded and trapped, and they're locking in a submission, they're locking in all their submissions, right? And he's fighting. And he can't. Eventually, he succumbs to it, right? And he gives up or he taps out, right? See, that would make a lot more drama than just like, I hit you with my finisher. Oh, but I guess it's over now. Or I got a surprise sneak roll up on you. I guess the match is over now.
Are we getting a champ rants right now? It sounds like it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it makes more sense, drama-wise, storyline-wise, to have War Games be submission or surrender instead of pinfall.
This is a champ rant.
No, it's not.
About War Games.
No, it's not.
But you're ranting about War Games.
I'm not ranting about it. I'm saying they should do it. I'm giving you an example of why I think it should be like that. But it's not a rant. I'm saying...
This is a positive thing, though.
No, I know, but this is not a champ rant. I'm trying to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about when I say War Games should be end in submission or surrender, because you could have a situation like that where, like I said, Sami Zayn, for example, he's fighting, but he just can't overcome the odds and he eventually gives up. Or, conversely, you have a really hated heel, like, say, I don't know, Drew McIntyre, or Seth Rollins if he wasn't injured this year, right? A really hated bad guy who fans have been dying. I mean, it's not really much of a thing anymore where people want to see the heel get their comeuppance. But if you can pull it off, I think it would it would be really cathartic. Or see, for example, I know they won their War Games match, right? But in 2022, right, when they had the Bloodline thing going,
Yeah.
I know they're a pretty well respected group. But Roman, he was like a mega heel. Like, he was a really bad dude, right? At the time. I don't know, obviously people love him now, even though he's literally changed nothing about his character. People love him, but anyway. So my point. So let's take Roman Reigns in 2022, right? He's like this ultimate tyrannical, big final boss. You know, that's the Rock's thing, but he's like this big final boss in WWE at the time. So why not have it be to where the face guys, I think it was the Brutes, Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. So let's say they've beaten all the rest of the bloodline, they're all taken out, and it's just Roman, and he's facing down all the faces, all the people he screwed over the years, right? Kevin Owens, Sheamus, all those guys. So what they could do is have them all surround Roman. And then, like I said, with kind of like with the whole Sami Zayn thing, where they could have a couple of guys lock in submission holds. Like, you got Owens, you could hit crossface, Sheamus got the cloverleaf kind of thing, right? They could have like that, where they're ganging up on him, and he has to, and then he finally taps out, like he gives up, and people are like, oh yeah, he finally got to come up. It's Roman Reigns tapped out, Yeah. He's not invincible, kind of thing. It would just make, like I said, just make for a lot more drama, make for a lot more interesting outcome, I think, instead of just like I said. I mean, War Games could easily just end on a quick roll-up. That's not dramatic. That's not fucking interesting. It's just like, oh, it's over. No, I don't know. That's just me. But, any other...
War Games rant.
Would you... It's not a rant. I'm just saying.
Take it as a compliment. I'm helping to promote you.
Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
I liked it, though. It was very good. So, anything else about Survivor Series? Besides War Games, even though it is an awesome match.
It is a good match. I just don't think it necessarily needs to be at Survivor Series. It should be it should be saved for really, like I said, a really special occasion. Well, no, it shouldn't be at any specific pay-per-view. It should just be if it calls for it. You've got...
Oh, you mean
you've got this
Raw
big...
or something?
No, not on Raw. It would be on a pay-per-view, but I'm saying not a specific pay-per-view.
Okay.
You've got back in the day, WCW, they had the Four Horsemen, or they had the Dangerous Alliance. They had these NWO even had these big bad heel factions.
Okay.
And you had to get a bunch of good guys to team up and try and all take them down. Be kind of like that, where they've done that, right? But it's been specifically at Survivor Series. So they've had guys just ran Cody Rhodes, he's not even a Raw guy, he's a SmackDown guy, but here he is, he's showing up on Raw to help him take down the Brawns and Logan Paul. So why should he care? He's not a Raw guy, right? Yeah. So if you had Seth's faction, right? Let's say they've run roughshod over WWE for the past, it feels like it's been the past year, but they've run roughshod over WWE, and you get the good guys have had enough, and they're like, okay, you know what? We'll get 5 of our best guys together, and we'll team up, and we want to take you down inside War Games, kind of thing, But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be because it's Survivor Series. It should just be, if it happens to be at WrestleMania, great, sure. Or it could be, well, maybe not the Royal Rumble because they got enough time to kill with the Rumble matches themselves, but or maybe something because they haven't actually done it, but I think they should is have Elimination Chamber be a sort of version of War Games where you have 3-on-3. Which I think would have been perfect for this, because if they had the 3 guys from the Division, Seth, Braun, and Bronson, right? And then you have the 3 top baby faces on Raw team up to take them down inside Elimination Chamber. That would make more sense. But anyway. Wow, it's been a lot longer than I thought.
Oh, speed camera. Those are supposed to be deactivated.
I'm sure they'll get to it eventually.
Well, no, because they're not supposed to be giving out tickets today. Ford was super strict.
Well, good. Then floor it.
I know, but I don't want to risk it in case.
Yeah.
Lying like every politician does.
Yeah. How do you know a politician's lying? Their lips are moving.
Yes.
Anyway, anything else?
No.
Any other Survivor Series moments? No.
No, I can't think of a 5th one.
Okay, no worries. I guess take us home then.
Yeah, alright guys, that's it for now. We'll see you when we see you.
Peace out.